This week on Big Boys TV, we're going to go over the importance of food plots. Food plots are very important for whitetail as well as other species in the outdoors. And I love doing food plots almost as much as I love hunting whitetails in northern Michigan. Whitetails are one of the most addicting animals to hunt here. We love doing it, but we also love preparing for it. We put out food plots, trail cameras, minerals, we put out water holes. I mean, we do it all, and it takes a lot of preparation, much more than you think, than just getting up in your stand. If you want to be successful, you've got to do the pre-season work. And we start it as soon as the season's over. We start it, and we're ready to roll by the time the next season comes around. So the most important thing that we're going to start with right now is we're going to do a soil sample. Once we get our soil sample in, we'll know if we need to add any lime. Typically, our fields we keep a pretty good eye on, but I don't want to waste any fertilizer, so I want to make sure that I know exactly where our pH is in this field. So I'm going to go out and take a soil sample, we'll get this sent in, and then next week what we're going to do is we're going to get the wintergreens in here. We're into July now, and that's when we like to plant our wintergreens with Whitetail Institute. Okay, this is the soil sample kit that I was talking about through Whitetail Institute. Now, we stopped into a local sporting goods store called Jay's Sporting Goods here in northern Michigan and picked one up. And if you look inside of them, it's real simple. There's a just a sleeve in here that you put it in. You put your soil sample in here, fill out what you want to plant, name, address, the field number, assign it, and then this is what you're planting. Of their products, or if you're planting corn or soybeans, you can put that on there. And then it has a self-return envelope in here, priority mail envelope in here, that you send back to them. And then they're going to send you back great itemized sheets on what fertilizers you need, how much lime you need, everything that soil needs. And sometimes it doesn't need anything, but it's good to know before you waste a bunch of fertilizer on it. And then as well, in a lot of stores, they have the food plot guide. So it'll tell you exactly when to plant it, what's best to plant. If you're doing a food plot, or like what we call as a harvest plot, these are just great little information packets that you can see exactly what to plant. This works out just perfect for Whitetail Institute, which we have found to be the most successful for us. And we've been doing this a long time, and it's a huge passion of mine. Probably more than hunting is doing the farming side of deer management. The reason that we chose this spot is because we have a real good cedar swamp to my left here, and we put up a nice stand here, and we're able to come all the way through the swamp. We cut a trail through there, we leaf blew it, so we can get right up in that stand, sneak up into it, into these evergreens here, and be able to hunt the edge of this field. The reason that we chose this stand, if possible, find wintergreens, spruce, anything that the needles, whatever it is, stay on all winter. This spot is so good because when we go up in the stand, when there's no leaves on the trees, we still have the cover that we need. Take a look at this stand behind me, and you'll see how nice it is to be hidden in something that doesn't lose its leaves. Another spot is on the complete other side of the field. We'll do that one. We'll do one there as well. And the reason we do that is because of wind. We like to make sure that we can have two good wintergreen spots on both sides of our food plot. And the reason is that we also have turkeys over there. This is a great spot for turkeys. As a matter of fact, not only do the deer like Whitetail Institute seed mixes, but the turkeys love it. And at this point, we're going to show you what happened last year in that food plot with Jada's turkey hunt.
These toms came right into where we wanted them, and I had ranged a spot in the field before they even came in, and I had 20 yards stuck in my head because that's where I had ranged.
Don't go anywhere. Big Boys TV will be right back. If you're just joining us, we just went over the importance of soil samples. But now let's go back to Jada's hunt for a wild turkey here in northern Michigan over a Whitetail Institute food plot.
These toms came right into where we wanted them, and I had ranged a spot in the field before they even came in, and I had 20 yards stuck in my head because that's where I had ranged. And I just wasn't paying attention. I was just excited in the heat of the moment, and I put my 20-yard pin on this turkey when actually he was at 30 yards. So I shot low, but luckily the turkeys kind of just jumped and then came right back, and I was able to get another shot. I know exactly where this bird flew in at, so we're gonna go see if he's sitting over there. My shot might have been a little bit further back, but for some reason I'm super confident because I really like my Ramcat broadheads and I know what they can do. So hopefully we'll go in there and he'll just be laying down in the swamp, but we're gonna go find out. Here's my first turkey of the season. We bought this property about a year ago because we had seen so many turkeys on it, and sure enough, these turkeys came strutting right in. It's been an awesome morning. I shot a little bit far back, but I was so confident in my Ramcat broadheads. They definitely did some damage, and sure enough, he was done right here in the swamp. It's been a great start to the season, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the season has in store.
We just showed you Jada's turkey harvest that she did, and that is very close to where we're going today. We did those soil samples the other day, and those came back great. We thought that they would because we had already limed it last year, and now we're going to go out there and plant our wintergreens, and we're going to plant some turnips, and we can start planting this based on what Whitetail Institute has told us on the back of our bags, anywhere from July the 1st on. So it's about July the 13th today. And we're going to get out there and we're going to show you how to plant these, how to get it done right, and we have the equipment loaded and we're ready to roll. Well, we have our plot ready. What we have going on here, folks, like I said before, is that we have an alfalfa field out in the middle here. Quite a sizable one, probably 8 acres. It's a great food source for them during the spring and summer. And then fall comes, what we like to do is we like to put wintergreens in right along the edge where we're gonna hunt. So we saved this spot. We had rounded it up earlier and we tilled it today. We had soil sampled it. Everything's great, ready to go. So now we're putting our wintergreens in, and then we'll be ready to hunt this fall for some nice whitetail here in northern Michigan. soybeans are very important here for whitetail management. It's a great annual because in the summertime they can forage on the leaves, and then by fall we have beans on them. And many times here in northern Michigan we have snow on the ground as it continues throughout the fall, and they will forage through that snow. They'll paw through it. I've seen them up to 2 feet deep to get to the soybeans. So it's very important. It brings them out, they're attracted to them, and we love using them, especially for a summer forage.
Taking Danielle out for her first time hunting. She's our marketing director and she's never actually been out in the field. So I've got a doe tag. So we're gonna go out there and see if we can get Danielle her first animal.
There's like all these deer in the field right now. That was not me. She's moving though.
It's okay.
Oh wait.
Wait till she stops.
Now.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Still.
Stay tuned, Big Boys TV will be right back. Before the break, we were showing you how important it is to plant soybeans and how they'll come in during the snow and during the winter. Now let's get back to Danielle's hunt as she goes to harvest a nice doe here in northern Michigan.
Taking Danielle out for her first time hunting. She's our marketing director and she's never actually been out in the field. So I've got a doe tag. So we're gonna go out there and see if we can get Danielle her first animal.
There's like all these deer in the field right now. That was not me. I hit it. Well, how do we know? Please tell me I hit it. Did I hit it? Well, they're all gone. Do we still have to whisper? I'm so excited. I just can't believe it. I'm so excited. Let's go see. Oh my gosh. So we went this way? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I killed a deer! Wow.
Here in northern Michigan, the winters are very tough. So by us having the soybeans in a big enough field to get a bean on the stem to let it stay there all winter is very important to help them get through the winters. Another thing that we like to do when we're building a new field up is we like to plant buckwheat. Today what we're going to do here, folks, is this field has been just grass, and we're going to plant it with buckwheat. We want to build this soil up a little bit, and we've got 2 garbage bags full of it, or garbage cans. And what we do with buckwheat is we let it build up the soil, and then we'll till it under once it blossoms, and then we'll put it back into winter wheat or rye, and then that'll give it that green fertilizer that it needs to build up the soil. It's a great way to do it. It's tough to till it under when it's so pretty, when it's starting to blossom, but that's the proper way to do it, to build up the green fertilizer in the soil. We've got the triple 19, and we're just going to broadcast this, and we're going to lightly till it with that tillage equipment there that's going around, and it should pop up great. The deer, elk, turkeys, they'll all like it in the meantime, and hopefully won't devastate it in time for us to plow it under. We use Whitetail Institute's 30-06 with protein because we want antler growth, so that's important to us. And then we put a trail camera on it. We got a Spy Point Force 12 there, and they work great this time of the year. We can see what the antler growth is, and we can see what's going on all summer, and it is amazing to see what's going on and how many deer will come to this. It's a lot of fun. I got the camera SD card. I'm going to change that out, and I'm excited to see what pictures are going to show up. You don't have to just do food plots for the whitetail. You can do it for elk as well. We have a beautiful elk herd here in northern Michigan, and I'm a guide, have been for quite a while. So what I do on properties that I've had permission for quite a while on is I plant food plots just for elk. And we've had great success with it. It brings the cows in, and with the cows come the bulls, especially during the rut. And we've had a great experience doing it. Not long after we got there, a bull started coming down the hill, and I was hoping that it was the bull that I had filmed a few days before. Now, we just need him to cross the fence.
There we go. He's done. He's done.
Expiration.
That was awesome.
Good
What
job.
a beautiful bull. Way to go. Oh, God, I'm so happy.
That's awesome.
Oh, my.
Thank you for watching our food plot episode. We hope you've enjoyed it. We really believe in Whitetail Institute products. We've used them long before we did a TV show, and they really work, folks. They really do. Make sure and check us out next week as we have a new episode of Big Boys TV coming out, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and go to bigboystv.com to see all of our products. And the white life. The white life. For the plants and the Whitetail Institute plants that we plant, that we like to plant, when we plant stuff, we plant often, and we plant P8.
This week we're going to be giving you guys a few tips on how to hunt out of a ground blind. If you plan on using a ground blind this fall, make sure and set it up well before season starts, because if you set it up the day before, the deer will probably be nervous. Another thing we like to do just to camouflage our blind even more is to brush it in. Now it's really important that you don't grab sticks and leaves and stuff from the exact spot where your blind is, because you don't want to ruin your natural cover. It's really important when you're hunting out of a ground blind to be wearing black. So if sitting in your hawk tree stand isn't doing you any good, try out a ground blind this year. It might just bring you some luck.